You're listening to the Clover Ridge Podcast. To begin the counting meditation, find a comfortable position such as sitting in a firm chair or cross-legged on the floor. Take a moment to notice how your body feels. Observe without trying to change anything. Notice any areas of tension and notice which parts of your body feel relaxed. Sit quietly and turn your attention to your breathing. Breathe slowly, deeply, in and out. In and out. In.
Hey everyone, thank you for coming. Dude, I already screwed up. Coming.
Really? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, Clover Ridge Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Our three favorite idiots here. Today we have a guest speaker, Daryl.
What's up?
Gucci Galt, whatever your last name is.
Gucci.
Yep.
You gonna
Daryl,
explain how we know Daryl or what?
yeah, he's part of the Clover Ridge family. Sorry, is that okay?
Man, I'm the one of the originals of Clover Ridge. After Taylor, I think I was number 2 or 3.
Number
Anthony.
2.
Yeah, Daryl is actually one of my bestest buddies. He was my best man in my wedding.
Yeah, I've been his number 2 for almost 20 years now.
Yep, he's been my number 2.
That stinks.
I see what you did there. Was that your dry SpongeBob laugh?
No.
So yeah. Anyways,
Tell them about this food, this delicious food we got with us today.
who, me?
Somebody.
Oh yeah, so today we had a trip to Jungle Gyms and bought some, I think it's like trending all over the internet. It's been out for a while, but I can't even read it. It's some Asian hot chicken flavored ramen. But it's like apparently the hottest ramen out there.
If you can read Chinese
Or Japanese.
Japanese, it's ramen. So yeah.
It's Asian.
Yeah. Took us forever to find that
It's
one.
not English, that's all we know.
But what we're doing is we're going to see if we can eat this stuff throughout the podcast, and you'll probably hear a lot of and a lot of, but Brian, you're just going to hear Brian going, oh yeah.
Yeah. We promise it's ramen. I mean,
That's gross.
I'll probably be the first one to tap out, just letting you know right now.
Hey, it's ramen! Ha ha ha! It's a ramen!
There's way too much of it.
Yeah. I wish we would have all got our own bowls.
Yeah, instead of all sharing a bowl, especially since it's falling out of your mouth back into the bowl and I'm eating it. Yum! Can't wait.
That's gross.
Sloppy seconds, baby.
It's stuck. There's no...
Yeah, I don't know if this is your beard hair or if it's the ramen.
That's just the extra flavor.
Good thing I'm sharing with
Absolute-
Taylor, who can't grow facial hair.
Coming from a guy who can't grow facial hair.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
if anything, you're both like Chinese with the mustaches y'all grow.
Yeah.
Is that like a thing that Chinese people do?
That's pretty racist. What are you talking about?
Wow, why are you making it about race?
You said it's a Chinese thing.
I said the mustaches. Okay, that's kind of racist.
Yeah, dude.
At least you're
I don't really want to eat this. I haven't tried it yet.
For all those Chinese listeners out there, I'm very sorry for JC's behalf.
Now that it's cooled down, it doesn't taste
Oh,
it's not
no.
as hot.
It's still spicy.
Yeah, but it's not as bad anymore.
Okay, well, guess I'll...
So Daryl,
It's still just as bad.
No.
Daryl, give us I want to see how good of a friend you are. I want you to go one by one down the table how you met all of us. So like starting with JC, how did you guys meet?
This should
We
be
met
good.
JC
interesting.
years ago when he lived up the street, and
Oh God.
I mainly remember his little brother, Shorty McShort-Shorts, just because we made fun of him a lot for his short shorts.
Oh, yeah, good time.
And then you moved away.
nickname.
Yeah, you moved away, you came back, and you worked at Frisch's with everybody, and that's when we started hanging out again.
Good
Brian.
old days.
You used to live across the street from Taylor. Back in the
That's all you got for me?
I don't remember how I met anybody. I know Taylor because Anthony used to just walk up the street, knocking on every door. Hey, you got friends I can have?
Remember those days before cell phones?
Yeah. So then Anthony came and got me one day, and
there were
Taylor was
cell
just
phones,
with
yeah,
him.
there
Cell phones.
There were cell phones, but I meant like where kids had them.
They were not accessible for children.
They were the Nokia, the bricks.
Yeah, the ones that, you know, you can keep those phones on for 10 years.
You had like one cell phone per
Go down
family.
98%.
There was no such thing as unlimited texting.
There was no internet on it. There was barely internet.
It just take for a while. Whatever, yeah. Nope. No videos.
The other day I had an emergency, right? And I tried to call 911, but I couldn't find 11 on the dial pad.
What was that?
I don't know.
I'm just focusing on this hot ramen right now.
My lips are on fire.
Yeah, I'm already hurt.
Anyway, so Daryl, I don't even remember how we met. Like,
We all lived on the same street.
Yeah. Where's that at? Clover Ridge.
remember
Yeah,
when?
that's not the first time you met. Like, imagine like a girlfriend, like the first time you fell in love with a girl, like you remember that shit, you know?
That's a dude.
But like, what's the first time you fell in love with Taylor?
When did you
I've
first
always
lay eyes on me?
admitted this. I am horrible. I don't remember meeting anybody the first time.
Shocker.
Yeah.
That was that time you were on a lot of ibuprofen. So.
The only person I know where I remember them the first time I've ever seen them was Anthony R. Because there was a kid crying. And that was back up,
Wow.
this was when they were still building our neighborhood and they were working on the park. And it was just a big old pile of rocks. And we were both playing on the rocks. All the kids were up there. And it was like one of them tripped or something. And he was all just whining. Me and Anthony both climbed up on like the same pile to see what was going on. I'm pretty sure that's how I met him. I know I met Taylor through Anthony.
Remember when you busted my head open with a rock?
That was Paul. That was my brother.
Explain that story.
And Doug.
I forgot about
And I
that.
think you did it once yourself.
I know, but explain that story when you busted my head open with a rock. Because you're such a good friend.
It wasn't me. I was there. I was throwing rocks.
Guilty
Just
by
mine never hit you.
So what started that?
So,
Were we just like
we were playing in construction.
turf wars?
What?
Turf wars.
We were in little gangs, you know, little 4th grade gangs.
Oh,
You know how
yeah?
It is. On our little Razor scooters.
Pretty sure he
and
stole one of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something.
Now,
It was Pokemon.
before you get into that, did you have a gang name? You have a
The
name?
Clover Ridge Crew.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ripped that off for this podcast.
But there was
Did we
different
really?
turfs.
Did you guys
so
really
have
call
what?
yourselves that?
Crew number one and crew number
we
two?
weren't
But Daryl just gave away the secret of the naming of our podcast.
Yeah, don't show them your secret handshake either.
Now everybody knows where we live. No, I'm just kidding. We don't live.
We don't anymore.
None of us
On the
live there.
JC.
Just an apple thing.
But I don't know. At one point, we were, I guess, in a little scuffle. We kind of split up a little bit, but we all still hung out in the same spots. So I remember it was me, my brother. I don't know who else was with me. We were all just throwing rocks in a construction site.
Were we
We weren't
throwing
really throwing them at anything.
Were we
were
throwing
just
them at
kinda
each
throwing
other?
them.
Like, was
No.
I throwing rocks at you guys?
At that point, we were just throwing rocks, and then you and some other kids wanted to go play where we were throwing rocks. We just didn't stop throwing rocks.
Likely story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing happened. There was another time that happened. Remember, I think Tyler got
happened
hit
more than
where he went and
once?
told his dad when we were throwing him down at the creek.
But okay, so keep going though.
We used
Like,
to just love throwing rocks at stuff. man.
how big was that rock that
And
just
people-
so hit me?
I don't know. I didn't throw it.
My head was
About a
gushing
golf ball,
blood.
maybe. Ah, you're overreacting.
I had to
You're
be
fine.
Was I crying? Not really. I didn't
That's how
think
you
I was
met
really
Anthony.
crying.
He was crying when he got hit with a rock. Wasn't it?
Really?
I don't know.
Give me some of that water.
You already finished yours?
Yeah, dude.
But anyways,
Taylor, you busted your head open.
I had to get staples
least 4
because of you.
I thought it was gonna be a better story. Like, you know, you didn't have a dodgeball to play with, so you just started throwing rocks at each other.
No,
We've
this,
done that before too.
they threw this giant rock that was the size of my head.
Giant. We were in like
There's no
middle
rock
school.
that big.
It was the biggest rock, man.
And it hit my head.
It was
Busted it open like Humpty Dumpty. That Humpty Dumpty.
All right, time out. How many staples did you get?
Dumpty.
I had like 5 staples.
Oh, 5 staples. That's like a paper cut.
Dude,
No,
and I
they
got to
spread
the
them out.
hospital holding the blood all over my, like, it was just rushing down my, mind you, I was like 10. Like, even younger than that, probably.
Your head was probably a little smaller.
Because I get it mixed up with the
And I
other
was-
times you busted your head open.
I was sitting in the ER for like an hour. I get back there and the guy's like, all right, yeah, that's a pretty deep cut. We're going to staple you. And I'm like, staple you?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like with a staple gun? Like you're just going to pop me?
Pretty much.
He's like,
Like,
yeah,
let's
that's
go.
exactly how we do it. And I'm like, my mom's like, are you going to numb it first? And he was like,
You don't know Staples.
yeah, but we can numb it, but I have to shave like that part of your head. And I was like, just give it to me, doc. You ain't shaving his head. And all of a sudden, dude, he didn't even count or nothing. He was just like,
Can't shave those beautiful locks. You used to love your long hair.
yeah, I had long. I was a skater
still-
boy.
All of you.
It's still long. For
Oh yeah, it's still pretty long.
For us.
Oh,
I can't imagine. I don't think I've ever seen Taylor with a buzz
short
cut.
hair.
Not a buzz cut now.
How about a bowl cut? That'd be.
Cause I got a big forehead, man.
Yeah,
I got a big forehead too.
We should have a forehead contest. Like, who has a bigger forehead?
you'd win.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
know,
You think so?
We got a camera going right
Oh
now.
wow, your foreheads are huge. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, look at you too, man. So, you gotta move your head back. You're covering up parts of it.
Pull my hair.
Oh, my forehead's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's JC right
That's how he's measuring it though. The 4 fingers. Me and Brian have a 5 head.
You have to use both hands.
I remember we used to call it a five head.
Well, Taylor's is probably big enough because it's half scar tissue.
Yeah, probably. All them.
That explains so much.
I remember the first time that I met all of you guys together. I think Daryl was there too. I went up to the park when I first moved into the neighborhood. I get up there, and all of y'all are climbing in trees. And you're like, "What's up, dude? You want to come play with us?"
That's what you did.
Sounds right, man.
That's what
Yeah.
you did back in the day. We didn't type. We didn't get on social media
Yeah.
and make stupid posts.
And
on
that's how I
Facebook.
met you guys.
There was
But-
no multiplayer.
But what really happened
Yeah,
is
it
I
wasn't online.
started hanging out with Colin, and then I started hanging out with you guys.
I'm dying right now.
Yeah. I hung out with Paul like an idiot. So, oh, he's older. I can hang out with him.
Well, you guys were closer in age.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake.
Ain't no laws when you're hanging with Paul.
So, Daryl, I got a question.
The only reason we hung out with Paul is because we used to always play football against the next street over.
Ain't no
And it
laws
was
when
always
you're
really
playing
nice to
football.
have somebody just a couple years older, and he would just bulldoze through everybody.
Well,
Yeah,
he wasn't.
dude.
He
Your
wasn't
brother
so
was
nice
a-
to us.
Your brother was
Oh,
a
like
freaking bully, dude.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure last podcast you guys were talking about how Trevor
Yeah, we already
used to
talked
beat you
about
with
that.
swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to compare that to my brother? Just
You were kind
hitting
of a
us-
bully too.
I
That was
was.
expected from Trevor.
Paul gave it to me, so I let it out
Yeah.
on you. I was older than you guys.
And then one day you just changed. Like you're just like the nicest guy ever now, but like, you used to be an ass.
Yeah, but
Being an asshole.
remember how evil he was? He would not share his bagel bites or
Yeah.
Coke cans or Tic Tacs or his cereal or
Yeah.
And he
Get
always
your
used to be- every time we went in his house, he'd be like, "I'm like, that looks good, man. You gonna share with your guests? No, get your own."
All right, dude. There's only 9 bagel bites in a tray. It's not like my dad would buy me like 87 bagel bites at a
Yeah.
time.
He
He would
got
give me
full
like
them 40s.
9, and they were mine.
Never mind.
He distributed you bagel bites?
No, I cooked on my own, but he paid for them. I was in middle school.
Okay, no.
He would go to the grocery
it's just
store
how
and
you
buy
said,
me
like,
bagel
he was
bites.
giving you medication, like, here's your bagel bite for the day.
They kept me calm, man.
All right,
I used to beat them, and then I got bagel bites, and the worst thing I would do is just not share.
It's a victory bagel bite.
before we go on to the next thing, I want to ask you a question real quick. I had it in my head, but now it's like slightly gone. So you're deserted on an island with all 3 of us. You gotta eat one.
Oh, come on. I have the most meat. Of course it's going to eat me.
You gotta eat one, kill one, and then send one for help. What are you doing?
You're not going to send him from help.
Assign us each a job.
You can't row the boat.
Now think about it.
So one gets sent away, one
One
stays
gets
with
sent
me,
for help.
and one gets eaten.
Yep.
This is easy.
I'm probably gonna eat JC because he's got the
Exactly.
most meat. He's right on that one.
And you can cut them open and climb inside.
Yeah,
on a
you
cold
stay
night.
warm forever.
Probably gonna send Taylor
Yeah,
away
'cause you
it's not
have
like
2
Brian's
good
gonna be
arms.
paddling the
You
whole
have 2
thing.
good
What's with you guys thinking I can't paddle a boat?
I mean, if anything,
Hey.
you might have the best, paddle ever. Look at that
All right.
flipper. He'd be like speedboating down there.
But what's your reasoning for keeping me?
He thinks
Will
you're
I be
easy.
useful?
He thinks
Hey,
you're an
you're-
easy kill.
You're probably stronger, man. You look like you're in shape. You can help me build some huts and stuff. Maybe we gotta rustle down a wild boar.
Wild
You're just
boar.
gonna punch it with your nub.
I think I said kill one.
Yeah. I climb up on a
Not
tree,
cheap,
I
man.
jump on its back, and while it's chasing, you just get in front of it, take it to the ground, snap its neck. Bam, we got more meat when we're done with JC.
Yeah, right. Might as well just raise that pig. He ain't gonna run out of meat.
I was hoping you'd do the stepbrothers version of that.
Yeah, with us.
Gee.
I want to say it, but I'm not going to say it on here.
Or
because
maybe
I'll have
I'll
to
just
say
eat
the
all
F
of you.
word.
Well, you can say F. Just F.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
A freak.
It's like JC, me, Daryl, and Taylor. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
What are you doing, Daryl?
Oh, we're doing that now?
Yeah.
I said JC, but
Oh, JC, you gotta do it.
You gonna fuck one,
What?
marry one, kill one. Which one?
Us three.
Can I just kill myself?
No.
I don't know how your grip will be.
Oh my god! Are you gonna Are you really thinking about this?
Oh my
I
god.
just
Look
thought
at
I'd
that
just kill
noodle.
myself.
I already had my answer.
Obviously,
Wait, hold on.
I'm
You eat that
marriage
noodle-
worthy.
You eat that noodle, then I'll make my decision.
You are the only one
You
that's
see, eat
married.
that noodle. Okay, so I'm killing Brian.
So if you're not watching, Brian just dumped the hottest noodles on his own face,
And then he just picks
and then
them up
he's slurping them off the table.
I'll have to tap Daryl because he'll eat me.
He's an animal.
You know I'm the best
I think
one
I
here.
dropped it on my glasses too. And now it's it's hot.
All right. So speaking of murder, now this is a good transition.
Segue.
This is horrible. But what do you guys think about that Richardson case?
Dude, that was. I get the law with the evidence and how it all went down.
Sure. But obviously you don't agree with it.
No, I don't think
She
anyone agreed
basically
with
got
it.
scotch free.
Oh yeah, you got a way of murder. It's another Casey Anthony case.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know about this story, basically, make it long story short, is just that this high school cheerleader girl got pregnant. She was very into herself, what I would assume, and she didn't want anybody to know, not even her parents, not even the baby daddy, that she was having this baby. So she goes to the doctor, tells him that she's having this baby, or wants to get the checkup. Well, he was hoping that she kept saying that she didn't want the baby, and he was hoping that showing that it was a healthy baby with a heartbeat, that it would change her mind. But it did not, and he asked her, if she wants help or ever wants to harm the baby, call me. Well, obviously she didn't do that. So she goes, this was at 32 weeks. She went in for the checkup, right?
Something like that. It's like she was pretty.
It was far along.
Yeah, it was-
He gave her a couple weeks for the due date. Well, nobody knows still. She goes to prom, 36. I don't know. It was really far into the pregnancy.
Yeah, but you could clearly see a bump. In her, you show pictures of her in her prom dress. You clearly
I haven't
see.
seen the pictures, but I mean, there are some people that don't show as much.
Oh yeah, I
Maybe
know.
sits differently.
Even my daughter's mom, she didn't show much, so I understand that. But as a mother, there's one
I
in
don't
you.
see how you're dancing like that. You're at prom dancing
Well, she was.
with everybody.
That was the thing. She said she was having really sharp cramps, and I don't know if anybody had noticed, but she didn't. She didn't think it was. She didn't know it was labor because that's what it was. She was
Yeah.
going in labor, but she had to backtrack a little bit. She had a eating disorder apparently too.
She has a whole history of stuff. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, 2 days after the prom, she has the baby. Apparently on a toilet is what she said.
It was
There's
in the
mixed
bathroom.
things. They did
Yeah.
say in the toilet, and it was in the bedroom. It was shown it was in the bedroom.
It was in the
It was in the
bedroom.
bedroom because they found blood stains in the bedroom on the floor.
And then she proceeded to say, one story said that she squeezed it too hard and may have killed it.
Yeah, the thing was, after all this was, she went back to the doctor, saw a new doctor, and talked to the doctor she saw before. And
Right.
he asked about the baby, and she said, I had the baby. She was crying. She said, I had the baby. It was a stillborn. She buried it in the backyard. So that's why they ended up calling the
But the
cops.
weird thing is when she said it was a stillborn, she said it had no umbilical cord attached. That was one of the things
Yeah,
she was
that's
saying.
weird. That's
That's not really possible, is it?
no.
You have to because it was a
connects
healthy.
to the placenta. so
Right, that's how
where
it's
all
getting
the-
its food source.
Yeah.
It had a heartbeat.
Right, the doctor said it, but one of the lawyer was saying that since she has an eating disorder, people with eating disorders are more prone to stillborns. So
Yeah.
because they're not getting their nutrients and stuff.
But
so.
still, that's the thing. Oh yeah, she also didn't do anything. She didn't take her prenatal vitamins or actually, eat what
Oh,
she's
yeah,
supposed to,
she didn't
stuff
do
like
any-
that.
she didn't go by the
But
book at all.
When you're online after you find you're pregnant and you're looking up ways to get rid of a baby,
Yeah, I didn't
It's
know
a red
that
flag right
So
there.
that was part of the story
oh yeah,
too.
she was looking up. They found out on her computer and stuff that she was looking stuff up, how to get rid of a baby, stuff like that. Not like it wasn't specifically saying how to kill a baby, how to have an abortion. It was just how to get rid of a baby. But then she had multiple excuses for stuff, just like the toilet thing. She said, "Oh, the baby drowned in the toilet," but then found out, she just could have squeezed it to death. But then they found a knife in her bedroom. But since I guess they were gonna use her as tampering of evidence, but judge threw that out.
Oh, that was one of the cases that she was getting charged with.
But and then there's also burn marks, scorch marks on the feet of the child and stuff like that.
Oh my God, really? I didn't read all that.
Yeah, and there was some bashing in the skull, but they determined the bashing in the skull was post-mortem. So, and you can't really tell, if it was a stillborn or not. So and it's been buried in her backyard for who knows how
because
long.
when she told the doctor alerted the police, and they found the skeletal remains.
Right.
In a very shallow grave. It was. They said it was like a dusting. Like all they had to do is dust off the dirt.
And it's not like she did anything. Well, that's why you're buried 6 feet below anyways, with smell and stuff like that, and when decomposing body and stuff. But how? Huh?
Keep going.
Yeah, but with all that, you're gonna decompose a lot faster, especially with dead and not that oxygen hitting you and stuff like that. It's more rapid and you fall apart. So. I don't know.
And then
how long the baby was there. No one can determine how long the baby has been buried.
And then it was soon after she was texting her mom how she's never ever gonna let her body get like this again. That she was. Oh yeah, she feels so much better now.
Hours later, or next day or something, whatever. I don't know how long it was, but she was in the gym taking pictures of her stomach, getting my body back, getting into shape. What?
So her trial just concluded, and this is what.
To count one, we, the jury in the above captioned case, find the defendant, Brooke Schuyler Richardson, not guilty of the offense of aggravated murder, and there appear to be 12 jury signatures affixed. Verdict form 2, involuntary manslaughter. We, the jury in the above captioned case, do hereby find the defendant, Brooke Schuyler Richardson, not guilty of the offense of involuntary manslaughter. Count 3, child endangerment. We, the jury, find the defendant, Brooke Schuyler Richardson, not guilty of child endangerment. It does say we further find the defendant did not cause serious physical harm to the alleged victim, but that finding is not necessary as a matter of law.
I don't know. I'm just buying it, man.
We, the jury in the above captioned case, find the defendant, Brooke Schuyler Richardson, guilty of the offense of abuse of a corpse.
So, all she got out of all that was abuse of corpse.
Yeah, and she's not going to serve time.
Well, they just concluded that she was going to get 3 years probation or something. Yeah. And then whatever jail time she did was going to get.
It was time served, so it's not like she has to go back to jail.
Right.
And then probation, unless she kills another baby, nothing's going to happen.
Right. There's the thing, you show no emotion in the whole court case. Anything, you have to, all these people saying stuff, your family going up there saying stuff, they're bawling, no emotion. But then right now, when it's coming with the results and stuff, now you're crying because you got away free.
Safe. Yeah, because she's safe. She doesn't go to jail for the rest. She was facing the rest of her life, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. One of the things, I don't like doing it all the time, but that was one big thing about Casey Anthony. The baby wasn't even reported missing until 31 days or something. And at the time, everyone thought the baby was missing because she lied about the babysitter taking it. Mm-hmm. She was out partying, drinking, posting stuff on social media. She just buries it in the backyard and acts like nothing happened. I'm I don't understand.
Well, this girl was 17, and I think they're going with how she was just emotionally unstable and she was so young, and that.
She was 18 when she had the child.
Well, when she got pregnant at 17, she was 18 when she had it. But yeah, but I still think.
But you're an adult at 18.
You're an adult at 18. Yeah.
Well,
but
technically.
Well, that's how it was. I was 18.
I don't think
daughter's mom was 18 when we had Izzy.
But my thing is, in my mind, if you know you're pregnant, you're not going to the doctor, you're not doing all this stuff. You have the baby at home. That's neglect right there. You're not doing anything to get the child. If you're on drugs and the baby comes out premature or something, you can get charged for that because you that's child.
Yeah, but some people go natural the whole 9 months of pregnancy and have the baby natural, and you can't do nothing about that. That's your baby.
As long as you are responsible to take that, you can have the baby wherever you want, but you take it to the hospital. It's an obligation. You have to go straight to the hospital.
Yeah, but if you're doing it all natural, there's still stuff that you can do. They're still focusing on I'm doing this to keep it healthy, but it's just naturally.
The only real problem about this case was they were uncertain how the baby died.
Right.
I feel if they knew how it died, because obviously the abuse of corpse, they're just going by
that's a given anyway.
She didn't want nobody to know, and she was, young, but
still.
Yeah. I think it's fishy. What do you think, Brian?
I don't know.
After
I
hearing
kinda
all
think,
of that,
from what I've heard from it all, I think that she got what she deserved. Is whatever of the corpse. What's it called?
Abuse of corpse?
Yeah.
You think that's all she deserved?
They never proved that she killed the baby?
No, they couldn't. They found skeletal remains.
Everything
They
was
didn't-
circumstantial. All the evidence they had.
Yeah.
If she had a miscarriage, is that what it is? Is that what she had? A miscarriage?
Stillborn.
Stillborn. So,
But all signs pointed that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was like never.
but by the facts that they have,
Right.
is that she had a baby at her house. The baby was stillborn, and then she buried it in her backyard.
There's reasonable doubt. Like, I understand how they got to the verdict because there is reasonable doubt. They can't prove 100% like, oh, this
Yeah.
is what happened.
Yeah, you have to take emotion out of it. That's what
But-
sucks.
I thought she was going to get buried. Like, because it said how many women were on the trial. I feel like women would be less empathetic because, especially if they were moms.
Are those the verdict?
Yeah,
I think
but-
they would have taken her down. I don't know. And it was like 7 women, 5 men, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, they probably wanted to, but you have to prove without a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing.
What's in
That's
my
tough.
water?
I don't know.
What is that?
Liquid.
No, have I been drinking that?
Is it pee?
There's like a bunch of black specks in my water.
That's just mold.
I'm gonna,
whatever it is.
It's mold. I'm gonna freak out, dude. You
It's not mold.
It's
need
not
to
mold.
clean your filter.
That's what the filter's
That's
for.
the
It's supposed
cup,
to.
dude.
It's filtered
trying to
in the
kill
water.
me?
I just
You're
poured it
fine,
on.
dude. I drink this water every day.
It's the cup, not
I'm
the filter.
fine. There's black stuff all over it.
It's
Quit
protein.
crying. It's protein.
Anyways,
Yeah, but seriously, they can't. Like, if I don't know, she's really young.
all right,
what they have
This is what I was
already.
telling Daryl. No, let's turn this around. I don't want to offend anybody, but this is a young, attractive, blonde woman. Do you think the same thing that they would have came to the same verdict for an unattractive, heavier set, like uglier woman? I know that sounds horrible, but do you think they would have came to the same verdict? Basically, what I'm saying is, good-looking people
Get away with more.
get away. with more.
Good-looking people and people that have money usually tend to get away with more
Well, yeah, they
stuff.
probably would have thought that she
Because
was
they got
cooking it.
better lawyers and stuff too. They got
I'm just
better
saying, if
public image.
this was an ugly chick, I don't like saying ugly chick, but if this was an ugly
Unattractive?
girl,
I think-
if this was an unattractive girl, I think she would have got buried.
I think it would have been the same, just because there's
I
the
don't
reasonable
know.
doubt.
I don't believe it. She's just a young little. Sorry, she's a little young blonde, and she has a sweet face, and it looks like she's innocent, but
Well,
all signs pointed to like she did not want this baby. Like
yeah.
the doctor even said it was healthy at 32
Yeah.
weeks.
But couldn't
And then
they
she
prove
texted
that?
right afterwards to her mom, like, I feel so good, my body's better,
yeah.
and I look
Get my
good
body
again.
back.
That just shows that she had no remorse. She didn't feel bad at all. You know, she's talking
Right,
about
which you
getting
can't
skinny
measure
and
that, but-
everything, which makes me feel like she was guilty. She tried to do like a self-abortion at least at one point at that.
That's the thing, though. You can't put emotion into it. You have to take
Yeah.
everything by facts, and that's
Yeah.
what it comes down to. But
Now, if they could prove that she actually did something to harm that baby, then yeah, she deserves
That-
way
which I-
worse than she got.
yeah, well, I don't understand why you're
It's
gonna.
closed now. She's scot-free now. There's nothing you can do about
well,
it now.
the feet were removed apparently too.
The
like-
feet were removed?
Yeah, they said they found the body, feet were removed, but I guess decomposing anyway. But
Yeah, the
when they were
bones.
saying they found scorch marks and stuff like that, but in the
How do
head
you find
bashed in,
scorch marks on a bone?
Dude, they can find
You
out
can-
anything.
yeah, you can pretty much scorch anything.
Yeah.
It's hot enough. But and then they're talking about the skull being bashed in. Like, okay, still, even if it was a stillborn, why the heck are you doing this to a dead body? You're just
That could have happened like just while burying the
no. I
body.
guess she could. I guess she could have been emotional when she squeezed the baby. You know.
Here's a real question: she had this in her bathroom while her parents were sleeping, is what I heard.
In her
right?
bedroom is
bedroom.
what
In her
official
bedroom?
was in
She
her
did it
bedroom.
quietly, man.
Yeah.
Let's just say, I said everyone was asleep. Her brother, her parents, like who?
And for being how small she is, like, how do you have a baby without making any sounds?
I guess you're biting on a towel.
I think the
How do you
mom's in on
clean
it.
up by yourself?
I think the
don't
mom is
know-
in
I
on
don't
it.
see
Oh, I
how a
think so,
teenage
too.
girl.
She looked
can do
all
that.
excited during the
yeah, there's no
jury
way
too,
she did this by
or
herself.
during the verdict.
Now, you talked about heavy set, unattractive versus attractive. What if she was older? You think this will go the same way?
No.
No.
If she was older, she'd get buried too.
Yeah,
It's
I think
because
if
she's
she
a
was
young,
older-
attractive blonde. Not blonde, but she's just young and attractive. That's why.
Yeah, because
I feel
like, you
like-
know, if she was 17, 18, you know, you can prove like, oh, you know, she's freaking out, she doesn't know what to do, all this stuff because she doesn't know, because she's so young, she doesn't know how to handle it. If it's older, you have no excuse. You just didn't want it.
I think she's crazy.
Yeah, she probably is.
But at the same time, you know, like, she's not going to jail for this or anything.
Right.
But she's blackballed by everybody now.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
for
she-
sure.
She's gonna be hated for the rest of her
Still
life.
get to
Yeah,
move
she's going to
away.
have people sending her death threats and hate mail forever.
Or she could be like
All
Casey
this
Anthony and make a
Oh
documentary.
yeah, make a
on it,
documentary,
make some
become
money.
rich, have a book come out.
I don't even know what to think about it, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I feel like all like court cases, like murder trials and stuff like that, like you don't really know everything. Like
No,
you're
you
just
never
kind of
do.
watching and listening, and you're like, "What if this guy's completely innocent? Like, or what if this woman's completely innocent?" You don't know.
Which is why you have to prove it without a
you don't just
reasonable
like
doubt.
flip
I
a
think we're
quarter.
winning.
I'd hate being
I think
a
you're
judge.
gonna win because Brian's
yeah.
eating it all.
Well, the
I
judge
tapped
doesn't
out
do
every
anything.
night.
It's just been me eating it.
I had one bite and I was
It
done.
actually kind of made my stomach hurt for a little bit. So I
Yeah,
started-
I'm dying right now. Like I'm starting to
My
sweat.
stomach
We still
started
got
turning.
dessert.
I'm getting that internal heat. You know, like that inside your body
You
heat.
just
No,
mix it
I
up.
just mixed
You
it.
just throw it on the table
Decided
apparently.
not to eat it.
He's just getting all the spice.
But yeah, I don't want anybody to think that I think that girl like completely deserved what she got because I said that. But like I don't really know fully like
You're
what's
just
going on.
yeah.
with
You're
it.
not. You're not basing.
It sounds
off
to me
emotion,
like
you're
what she
basing off
got.
facts.
What she got was made sense. She was really young, and they don't have any proof that she killed the baby or anything like that.
Yeah. Now, if circumstances lined up the proper way, obviously men can't have babies, but you know what I'm saying. If it like led to this point, you know, where the father took the child or something like that, you know, he would have been
Anything to do with a man is
in jail.
it's over with.
Yeah, he'd be on death row the night.
Yeah. But I mean, as somebody who worked partially in the system, went to school for all this stuff, like I'm not surprised about it at all.
Oh yeah, I'm not
The whole
surprised.
outcome, like I think they did everything right.
I would have been
It's
more
just-
surprised if she got charged for all of them. But it still sucks.
I feel like no matter what if I did something bad, they'd catch me, and I wouldn't. No matter what a lawyer could do for me, they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be able to help me.
Yeah. Well,
You guys want to talk about something scary?
Always.
scary stories.
Yeah, Jerry.
Let's kind of like lighten up the mood, but kind of make it creepy too. Since,
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah,
death
lighten
and
up the
then
mood.
scare yourself.
since yesterday was Friday the 13th, and we could talk about some spooky stuff. So, I am a believer in the mysteries in the world.
What are you looking at me for?
I just look at you because you always
You're a mystery.
you're always mad at me for bringing up aliens.
I'm not mad. I have different beliefs with that.
I can't wait till we have the podcast where we just talk about aliens.
You're gonna hear me
the whole
stomp
time.
out up the steps.
I'm all in.
I'm done.
Next week with the canceled Area 51 raid, we'll talk about it.
Oh yeah.
We're going-
Anyways, there's the Loch Ness monster. There's Bigfoot. There's
I believe in Loch Ness.
the El Chupacabra. Is that what they say?
Chupacabra,
Apparently he's real too. I watched a documentary on him the other day
the
too.
goat eater.
Yeah, he's real.
Dude, you go to Netflix, whole everything.
Oh yeah,
He's
the
killed.
Jersey Devil and stuff.
No,
like
they
that.
found like something that could be.
They always find stuff.
Anyways, since you're locals around here, probably like to go to the Red River Gorge. That's actually our favorite camping ground. Oh,
Never been.
camp place.
Us, not
I
everybody.
guess just us.
Yeah, just
These two
y'all.
losers.
Well, I've tried, but y'all keep rescheduling. The one time I could have gone, you're like, let's reschedule. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm staying
Oh,
home.
sorry. The one time in the last 10 years, me and Taylor have gone, you couldn't make it.
I haven't gone with you. 10
not gonna
years.
lie.
You've only asked me last
Hey,
like
man.
3 years.
I don't like camping. I don't like it. I just don't like being in the woods.
It's okay.
overnight.
I mean,
it's not for everybody.
Because of this.
You just don't like the creepy crawlies, do you?
No, I just don't like waking up in the morning and feeling like I slept with the windows open.
I mean, we did that in New York.
You
with
just
a whole
don't like
bunch of
waking up in the
bugs. It
morning.
was basically the same thing.
And how the
didn't
window
like
open.
sleeping in. I like sleeping in my bed. I don't like sleeping anywhere else. In New York, I got a little homesick because I wasn't in my bed.
I see
Anyways,
that, man.
Slept with cockroach.
tell me if y'all believe this lady. You ever heard of a wendigo?
Yeah.
Is that how you
have?
pronounce it? Wendigo?
I'm like, dang, we got a
No,
expert here.
I've never heard of him.
A Wendigoologist.
So
I don't know why I said yeah.
Oh,
You wanted
really-
to seem smart.
We
for a
were
minute.
waiting for you to explain.
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys were going to make
I
me
feel
explain.
like I feel like he's been so quiet that last that girl we just talked about, the Richardson case. He's been so quiet, so he's like, I gotta be knowledgeable on this one.
Yes.
Yes,
And
I
we
know
all
what a
look at you and
wendigo is.
stop.
No, anyways, make another long story short. Do you want to explain it?
Make it a
Daryl.
shirt.
Do you remember?
What
Make
size?
another long story shirt.
You guys just, this one little mistake, and you guys just catch it.
Can't help it.
Do you
Is
want
it
me to
long
go over
sleeve
like
or
what a
short
wendigo
sleeve?
is, or the whole story?
You say Wendigo or Winnebago?
Winnebago.
No, let's
That's
leave
what
the
I was thinking
Wendigo.
about.
The camera.
Let's leave the Wendigo a mystery. Like, just make it really short. Like talking about how talk to the girl or whatever.
Why can't the camera just keep going? Let's go ahead and put that on there because I'm still going to keep
'Cause we're
recording,
ugly.
and then there's going to be parts that cut and just say like
It's every time I back
technical
out my beautiful
difficulties
face.
because the camera won't keep recording; it keeps stopping because it
okay.
says it's getting too hot.
Oh,
Oh, it's because there's so many.
it's because you turn the AC off,
Is
man.
it because of the ramen?
Yeah, it's because I turned the AC off.
There's so many factors in play. There's me, which I'm really hot. There's ramen.
and that's
really
really hot.
I'm well insulated. So
There's
that too.
JCE, who has definitely been in the firefighter
Yeah.
business or
Industry.
industry.
And then I've been out in
he's
the
been
hot
in the
sun all
First
day. I was at
response.
Kings Island before this.
All right, let's just toss my Wendigo story out the window.
No.
Okay.
Out the Wendigo?
Never mind. All right. Anyways, I gotta explain this long story short again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short
You're
or
the
short?
research
So,
guy.
all right. Well, yeah. Anyways, it's making me second guess going down to the gorge again. I do not want to run into this thing.
I'm all in, man.
You want to go Wendigo hunting?
Yeah. I mean, there's fire.
It's like a
hurts-
snipe.
There we
Say
go.
that,
Make
yeah.
it
Wendigo
fire.
hunting.
Say it 3 times fast.
Wendigo hunting. Wendigo hunting. Wendigo hunting.
It sounds
No, I
like you're
don't
just
wanna
saying
go hunting.
Wendigo hunting.
When do you want to go
Wendigo
hunting?
hunting.
All right. Let's get to it. Like.
Yeah, tell us what this girl has seen.
This woman and I guess her friends and her soon-to-be husband, it was like her friend, fiance, whatever. They go to the gorge every year, and they like to go down to Natural Bridge, which is the main attraction of the gorge. And they like to camp it at night, which you're not supposed to do. Like the rangers are usually
Can't get permission for that though.
What, just there? You're not allowed to do that?
On that area.
just
You're
no,
not supposed to go hiking at night, period,
Oh,
anywhere.
okay.
like trails. Certain trails you cannot go hike because there's high cliffs. You can fall off.
Yeah, you
Right,
fall off
right.
a cliff. You can't see anything. You know, down at
Die.
the gorge, there's venomous
happening.
snakes, there's bears.
People die
You never
all
know
the
what's out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Anyways, telling you how fishy this story is, like I'll get to that. So they pull up and they get to the bottom of the trail, and like you go up this what it's like just a regular path, right? It's got a wood rails and stuff. So there's a gazebo right before you go up the actual trail to the top. Well, they're not supposed to be there. This is at night, so they start walking to the top, and apparently this girl already has an eerie feeling on the night. Well, it's supposed to be a clear night, and like they go to the top to like look at the stars and stuff.
Oh.
That's why they go to the top. So
That's
you can
romantic.
they call it stargazing.
It sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah, you can see like the whole sky from up there. But apparently clouds came over that night, like it was an overcast.
Oh.
So
Bad
all of a
luck.
sudden, yeah. But they're walking up and they see this light coming down a trail, just one light, and it goes over to the gazebo and sits down, and like they go up to her, and it's a girl. She was in a sundress and flip flops. Now, mind you, this trail's miles long. You think that girl's hiking in a sundress and flip flops, like
By herself?
yeah, by herself?
That's spooky.
yeah. So
I will
the kind of
say, if they're going up to Natural Bridge, there is the ski lift that takes you up there for like the children.
it takes you up, but it probably
At
maybe
night?
it
So if she-
closed before.
Yeah, if she went up and like got
Never-
lost or
okay.
just like kind of wandered around, you never know.
So she gets up, they all walk up to her, and she's just staring at them, the lights on their faces, so they kind of had to put their hands over to see who she is. And they're like, hello, are you okay? Or how are you doing tonight? And she just kept pausing, like, oh, I'm fine.
How you doing tonight?
Yeah. Well, she just had this, like, blank, like, shock, like, look on her face. And they're like, whatever. Her friends were like, whatever, let's just keep going. Like, she obviously found it very fishy. I think it's very fishy.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
So they start going up this trail, and they just keep hearing noises the whole time they're going up. Well, they finally get to the top, and they do their little stargazing hippie stuff, and they start hearing like this bird call, fake bird call. She said,
She knows real bird call when she hears it, man. She watches Duck Dynasty.
"What?
I'm not gonna chew it.
Are you- Hold on, time out."
Here's the thing. You're eating spicy ramen. So you pull out a piece of big red gum?
I'm done with that. I can't.
You're like, oh yeah, that's too hot. I need some hot gum.
No, it's hurting. It's not that it's burning my mouth. It's hurting like my stomach.
So you have something else spicy.
Yeah, my stomach hurts bad, dude.
Yeah.
No cool.
I know gum's bad to like chew while you're doing vocals, so I'm not
No,
gonna chew
we're
it.
not even worried about that. You're putting Big Red in your
Yeah,
mouth.
Big Red. It couldn't be juicy fruit or
It's like
something
the-
cooling. You're like, I'll have some more heat.
I love Big Red.
If you don't chew Big Red.
then F you.
Exactly.
Anyways, damn it.
All right, where were you? He was shocked.
So no, they're up. They get to the top of the mountain. They're laying there stargazing, and they hear noises, and it sounds like talking in the woods. So they're like, "Oh, we're not alone. This is getting weird." Well, they see lights, but nothing attached to them. Well, all of a sudden they hear a bird call, and she's like, "This isn't a normal bird call. This sounds like she heard a bird sound, and she's like, this ain't a normal bird. Like, this is a bird call from someone."
Oh, okay. I
So-
thought she was like a super expert.
No. Yeah,
That doesn't belong
She's
in
like,
this
this just
forest.
sounds like a person
Gotcha.
making a bird call. So they're like, yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go back down to the bottom. Well, they're walking, and her husband just keeps flashing. It's like seeing eyes. You know how you shine your light on eyes? It's raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't see the eyes long enough to make them out. Well, all of a sudden, they get like close to the bottom of the trail, and he just stops in his tracks and says, "What is that?" And they all six of the people like all shine their lights on this thing. Well, how she described it is that it's this big giant, like she said it well, I'll get to that. It was kneeled down on its knee, like eating something off the ground, maybe looking. Well, after all the lights shined on it, it stood up. It looked at him and stood up, like, and it beefed up, like, you know how an animal would, like.
Oh
it's
yeah,
getting
show
big.
dominance.
Yeah, it's getting big at him. Well, they said it had no hair on its body whatsoever. It's naked. Yeah, its eyes. His eyes were like black pits. Like it had no like color. Like and it's just eyes were black. They couldn't even see like the mouth was just a dark pit. And then like its arms were as long. Like it went all the way past its knees. And it was like they said it was like maybe like what 8-9 feet tall. I think
They're
is what they
usually
said.
really tall.
Jeez.
And they said they all shined their lights on it, and they were all just like in shock. And her husband was like, "Run!" So they all just start running. This thing takes off into the woods, like off the trail, and gets behind. Like it's trying to get behind them on the trail. And they take off going down the trail. Like they heard it like tailing them, but it never got to them.
Probably doing that Naruto run with its arms all the way into that.
Yeah,
Going the
probably.
wrong way.
So they all like get to their campsites, and they all draw what they thought it looked like, and like this is what they came up with.
So what
we could
would their,
post the pictures,
Campsite look like?
but that
They just all jump in the tent and won't get us, or
they might have just went home. I mean, I
I would have.
I would have jumped in my car.
but that
and
thing is
bolted.
terrifying, dude.
Did they post this? Like, who posted this? You know,
It's
who-
on this. It's on this website.
Did you
for,
post this on the Instagram?
Yeah,
It's
but
on
like,
a paranormal
did they call the
website.
police or anything
Yeah.
when this happened?
We'll post a picture of it
I don't
on Instagram and see what y'all think.
Yeah, I don't know how. Like I said, this is. I don't know if this is a legit story.
Is that like
I
a smile or like his tongue sticking out?
You know what they also go down to the gorge to do? Acid.
Drugs. That's probably a bad.
That's what I'm saying.
People
like,
do that.
Do you believe this lady at all? Like
Bad trip. That's what it was. This was a bad
I
trip.
mean, you said it was her.
he looks like he's having a bad trip.
Well, yeah. It's probably one of their friends stripped down naked off acid. Like, please give me some clothes. And
It
he
was
pulls some clothes.
it was the girl. She took off her sundress, and that's what she looks like underneath.
Oh no!
Was the girl with the sundress with them when they went down, or they just saw her?
No,
first
she
one
was
second?
coming down alone.
I think she was like looking out.
I think her
and
dude
seeing
got killed by this thing.
How do you just leave a girl up in the middle of the woods by herself?
That's the mystery.
Like, freaked out. Like
That's
I would've
scarier
stayed
than
with
that.
her.
Oh yeah,
I know,
that
the
is-
sundress.
The girl in a sundress just like
It's-
talking like this. That's scary.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of
doesn't
that's
make
kind of
sense.
sketchy.
And she never
It's like
revisits
cold
it.
chills.
Yeah.
She never revisits it. So it's like
Little
just
girls freak me out.
Yeah,
dude.
she's probably like, the real story's like, you tell anyone anything about this, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, some dude's gonna. If we ever get people listening to this, like some like hippie dude that does acid. Is
Oh, dude, I saw that every day.
does not make you hallucinate. You would not see aliens.
You see dragons.
I don't know. They might be like, dude, that's my cousin Bobby. Don't worry about him.
He lives in the woods.
Yeah.
People see him every now and then.
But yeah,
He just
I
looks
don't think
weird.
it's real. I think that somebody was doing drugs. I wish that was real. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you said her what? Her friend, fiance? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's drugs right there. When you say it's friend, fiance.
It was at the time her friend, but now she's married to him, is what she said.
So how long ago did this happen? Because I just saw
So
it
she
this
just-
week.
This story got posted just a couple weeks ago. Well, about a month ago.
So
August
when did they
13th.
get married then?
This was
Recently?
posted August 13th.
Oh.
Posted. I don't know when they went. It's
Yeah.
probably in the story. I just.
What did they say? They
This
found
out
it
of
for
our
a
face,
couple.
dude.
Huh?
Get that out of our face. Put it over there. I'm done with
We
that.
lost.
I don't care.
Yeah, we got less.
That was turning my stomach.
Alright, so
I know
wait.
that you took mine, the one I'd been eating out of.
Are y'all
ditched
ready
them,
for
yeah.
some delicious dessert?
No.
I'll die.
You gotta try one piece of this chocolate.
All
Is
right,
it that
this
hot?
Is,
I
this
don't
is
know. I
hot
haven't
sauce
tried it.
chocolate. What kind of chocolate is
It's
it?
not
Let me
hot
read
sauce
this.
chocolate. It's hot chocolate. I knew how to read. Daryl.
Seriously,
I want
the whole idea behind that chasing them, like that would be scary in a movie. Like that thing with the long arms that are like down to its
They
feet.
said
Oh,
it. He
yeah.
just literally took off, like just veered right into off the trail, and they knew it was trying to get behind them.
Just imagine a side shot while like it's like a rolling side shot of that thing running through the woods, and all you can see is it's like all you can see is the is the moonlight on it.
His chair squeaking. They said it had like dolphin skin, like it was sparkly
was
and
just
gray. It
smooth.
was
Because it didn't have any
smooth.
hair.
Like this,
like
people
a
from
texture oily?
You've seen The Descent, right?
Yeah.
Like those things, dude, or like the
Ugh.
I Am Legend creatures.
Yeah.
I picture that when I think.
Dude, I hate the I Am Legend creatures.
Good thing no one tripped. That would have been awful.
Yeah.
No, they tripped.
Tripping on something.
Oh yeah. All right. So this chocolate is gourmet. 54% is dark chocolate. Sorry. I don't know what the other 46% is. I guess it's just spice.
Carolina Reaper pepper.
Carolina Reaper. So here's your chocolate. Or you can bye. Okay.
We're really gonna eat this.
Dale's going potty.
A whole piece.
A whole
Break me
piece.
off a piece of that.
I'm gonna do a whole piece too.
chocolate.
Break me off a piece of that applesauce.
It doesn't smell spicy.
While we're waiting for Daryl, let's talk about that thing that I've been thinking is so funny from The Office lately. When Ryan gets that call from
Oh yeah.
Ryan gets a call because he's like the boss at the time, and is like,
Hold on.
what is her?
Spoiler to whoever hasn't watched The Office.
Yeah, well, it's not a
welcome.
spoiler.
Oh, if you haven't watched The Office yet,
You live under a
screw
rock, or probably living in River
Yeah, his assistant comes in.
you.
And is like,
Wendigo.
his assistant comes in and is like, Ryan, Eddie Murphy is apparently on the line for you, but it's Michael, of course. And he answers the phone. He goes, "Hello," and he goes, "Shrek, I'm a donkey, Shrek, I'm a donkey."
Stupid.
I'm a donkey, Shrek.
I think it'd have been funnier if we played the scene.
Come here, Willy Wonka. Here's your chocolate.
Fine, I'll take a piece.
Hey, your
Willy Wonka.
fingernails are pretty black there, sir.
Yeah, it's some work. Work with jewelry. It happens.
Cock rings.
This sounds like a bad idea.
This is probably a bad idea.
It smells awful.
I don't even like chocolate.
I don't like dark
You're
chocolate
definitely
at
not
all.
gonna like chocolate after this. All right, you put the whole thing in your mouth.
Oh,
Oh, God.
The whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
Is it hot?
I don't know.
Tastes like chocolate.
I've had
I'll be
worse.
really disturbed if this isn't spicy at all.
You sure you got the right stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, we were just eating the spicy
Maybe it doesn't
ramen.
kick in right away.
No.
We'll be talking halfway through and it's
No,
gonna
I just don't. I don't taste the spiciness.
Choked on a little bit of chocolate.
It's probably that big red you're chewing on.
Yeah. Hey, this big red's pretty spicy.
It's spicing this chocolate a bit.
Yeah.
I thought he was like, "What are you doing? You're gonna be chewing gum in front of the mic?" I'm like, "I'm not gonna chew it."
He's not gonna chew it. I was more concerned you're chewing big red.
He's eating big red right after he eats the world's hottest ramen.
Yeah, this
It makes no sense.
I'm hungry.
probably gonna
I've been eating these
explode in
ramen.
our stomach, dude.
Oh yeah,
It's probably like taking
out.
Mentos and Diet Coke.
Oh, it's hot when it comes out.
Yeah.
That's right.
I blew that toad up at Jungle Gyms.
It's pretty good chocolate though.
That's nasty, dude.
Yeah.
That's dark chocolate,
want
or
everybody
was it
to
half dark
I ain't
chocolate?
care.
He was asking you.
54%,
He was asking you,
matter of
JC,
fact.
was it dark chocolate?
I don't like dark chocolate at all.
It was.
I'm gonna take that part and just at the end, just keep going. I don't like dark chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate.
Speaking of dark chocolate,
Yeah, baby.
I'm at my mom's today with Julian, my son.
Oh God.
Do you mean his real father?
What?
I said, speaking of dark chocolate.
No. Come on, man. Anyways, my mom goes out back, and he keeps escaping to the backyard. He just opens the door and goes out back. Well, mind you, my parents have like 5 dogs, so there's tons of
Dark chocolate.
dark chocolate. Julian walks up to my mom and goes, "Rocks? Rocks?" And he holds his hand's like gripped on it. She can't see it in his hand. Well, he pulls out his hand and there's like 2 really hard, crusty turds. Yeah, he had stinky rocks.
Rocks? Is that you call them stinky rocks?
No, I that's what I call them now. They're stinky rocks now, but they were so hard. Like he had them. He was like, "Rocks?" He held out his hand.
Did they give me your mom?
Yeah, he tried to give them to my mom. She didn't take them. She knew
I
what they
hope
were.
not.
What'd she do with them?
Probably throw them
Made
back
him
out.
drop them. I don't know.
Rocks?
Made him throw them
Throw
across.
them at kids in the back of the
He
head.
picked up a pile of shit.
Yeah, he did. That's my boy.
What if he would have ate a piece of that?
You ever looked up white dog turd?
I'm starting to think.
Go look that white dog.
I had done that before.
Of ate poop?
Dog poop?
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
Would you rather be his own or a dog's?
oh, that's a good question. Probably his own.
Ew, what?
I mean, it's kind of like recycling. You just
No. That's like, what's that movie?
Just going right
Human
back.
Centipede?
Ugh.
Or you eat your own.
All connected and just...
Have you ever watched a movie that actually just made your mouth go? it's the Human Centipede. It's like, who thought of
Those
this?
movies are awesome.
just mouse just.
I like them.
Well, the first one is like, I've watched it several times, so
The
I can't.
second one,
yeah.
is, they released the colored version, so it's in
Yeah.
color. Oh, it looks sick.
Dude, the third version
Oh,
is,
yeah.
is a prison.
Yeah, they're like...
It's a whole prison.
And they say here for the
Oh, yeah, I've
the
seen
ones
that.
on death row, look, it's the human caterpillar. They have no arms and legs, we're just stuck mouth the butt, so they can't even move.
Why did they do that? Like, imagine if I was a writer or something. I was a writer, and I was like, "Listen to my next project, guys. I'm gonna make people sew their mouths to each other's buttholes,
You know,
and they're gonna be a centipede."
there's probably a connection through all this. Like, oh yeah, I had a great time on vacation at Red River Gorge. Now I'm back. Guess what? This story. Let's make this movie now. I don't know. I thought there were already movies.
Yeah, I
Have
mean,
you
the
seen
first one,
the one
the
of Justin
shock
Long?
value.
That was called Tusks.
Yeah,
That's
I haven't
that
seen that in
is-
a while though.
This like the first movie just made me like, oh my god, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want that
For
to happen.
watching?
Yeah, so I definitely don't want to go to prison. What if they cut my arms and legs off? And
I think I'm dying.
have heat?
Are you?
Do you want some big red gum?
No, just from all this spiciness.
My mouth is on fire right now. I just ate more noodles.
We're not
Why do
done.
you keep eating noodles?
I'm hungry.
I don't really want to do that right now.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, I don't think we got anything else to talk about tonight.
Yeah, you think that's it?
Yeah.
It was a quick one this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got tired of me being here, so you're
Yeah.
just gonna end it early. I see how it is.
Thank God. I mean, yeah, no.
We're
Unless you want to say
trying.
something, Daryl, you want to say something to all the listeners?
No.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, they can suck it. They can wait. I'm sure I'll be back at some point.
Most likely not.
Yeah, it was hopefully everybody's listening and hopefully I don't know what I'm saying anymore, dude.
I hope you have a really nice day.
Seriously though, if you're listening to this and you're still doing drugs, quit that shit, man.
Yeah, drink instead.
Quit all that shit, man.
I didn't say what is right.
I'm out.
Yeah. we can call it quit. I don't know.
Just end it where I say I'm out.
Hey, we gonna go ahead and get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to do this for a while now. We don't know what to say.